My earliest memory is my first birthday. My mother and my grandmother went out and got me a really big cake and had my face on it. I remember inviting some friends over and not wanting them to touch my cake. And like my grandmother yelled at me and I cried. She was like, "You can't be selfish." And I'm like, "It's my cake." I didn't even want her to have a piece, or my mother. But I shared, and I got my own piece.
I think what you're trying to ask is, why am I so insistent upon giving out to them that blackness, that black power? My job is to somehow make them curious enough or persuade them by hook or crook to get more aware of themselves and where they came from and what they are into and what is already there, and just to bring it out.
How do you feel about going to college and leaving us?
I'm excited about going to college and I'm sad about leaving y'all.
Okay.
What? Come on, what's your question?
Okay. If a boy likes me and then they keep following me, so when I go sit with them and tell them I don't like them, and give them a reason why I don't like them. I'm serious.
You can't talk to no boys until you like
18 or 17.
no, until she like 25.
I feel sad right now because I don't want you to go to college, and then I'm gonna feel sad when I'm gonna be on my own.
I'm gonna be 5 hours away, Stasia.
I'm gonna have to be on my own.
Just don't come stay for too long. Like come see me like for a day. And I can come visit, but y'all cannot overstay y'all visit.
Okay. I'm gonna miss you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna miss you more.
I'm just gonna blow up your phone.
Okay, here we go. Our school push-out workshop is one. Yeah. There's the Black Girl Body Tech, a remix of Ritual. Then there's hashtag Dear Black Girl, we cherish your voice. That's by the Beautiful Project. From Black Girl Rage to Black Girl Power, that's Center for Anti-Violence Education. And then Young Women's Freedom Center workshop. Educate to liberate using popular education and healing arts as a practice of social change. And then from there we move into the public conversation that's called Between Black Girls, and Miasia is gonna be representing GGE on that public conversation.
Okay, so last week we came up with this, and right now what we're trying to do is just basically have like little brief points and like come up with not exactly, but like have an idea of what we want to accomplish in these little brief points.
But I'm curious, like, is our goal still to inform, or was there more that you wanted to add to that? Like, in terms of what actually is happening in the workshop?
I believe our goal is to inform people and for them to leave there and for them to leave there with more knowledge than what they came in with, and for us to leave with solutions.
We say solutions too, like
we could send it to the regent that we met. We could send it to Letitia James. We could send it to de Blasio.
or just put in there because I don't really know how to spell his last name.
Governor Cuomo.
D.I. Blasio. Governor.
I'm either gonna text you guys or email you guys. Cause y'all don't respond to emails, so I'm not gonna.
I respond.
I'm gonna text y'all. I'm gonna Snapchat and text everybody multiple designs of the shirt. So that way, like we can choose and pick, and then we can, like after I get everybody's consensus, hopefully by Saturday. Tomorrow I'm going to get fitted for like my prom dress and graduation dress and everything. Can y'all just please respond to me by like Saturday morning?
Okay.
Cause like tomorrow, my head is gonna be like focused on
Prom.
Yeah. I have my mouth from my mother, and I have my father's attitude. I get my complexion from my mother. Oh, these cheeks, these came from her. Everything else is from my father. Like my nose, my eyes, I know that I got that from my father because his eyes are brown and my eyes are brown.
On a job or something?
Yeah, so they got a new program. It's called Nat Turner Revolution Leader Trainingship, something like that. I forgot the name. We'll be going around in the neighborhood and we'll be talking to like the youth. Like asking them like, oh, if your parents incarcerated, like, you know, how does that make you feel? Like, you know, trying to just talk to them and like fish stuff out and have a conversation.
You know, I go to the board Tuesday.
I know.
Yeah, I gotta see, I got things, you know. I believe I made this one.
I believe he made this one too. So they got this dormant up box. It's different prices depending on how much stuff you want. So if you want like a shower caddy and like a lamp and a speaker and all that and like all the extra stuff for your desk in your room, it come out to $200. It comes with shams, 2 white pillows, 2 pillow covers, 2 flat sheets, 1 twin fitted sheet, 2 bath towels, 2 hand towels, 2 washcloths, 18 hangers, a fleece blanket,
60 seconds remaining.
2 plates, 2 bowls, 2 forks, 2 spoons, 2 knives, a mesh trash can, and a dust lamp and a speaker.
Okay. I mean, you still can get it if your roommate can't afford a lamp or something. You can get her a lamp. Or whatever she can't afford if you already have it. You know?
I'm hoping I don't get a roommate, but I don't know. I mean, I want a roommate, but then again, I don't.
30 seconds remaining.
Phone gonna cut off, man.
All right. Love you too.
I love you.
I love you. Last year, my father was up for parole. I was really excited. I imagine him like surprising us. And he would be here, like he would go to work, we would go to school, we would come back, and we would just all like eat dinner together. Finding out that he got denied, I had to process it in my head that my father isn't coming home. And I was just like in like la la land. I felt like a robot. I didn't want to go to school, but my mother made me go to school. My chest was tight. My face was flushed red. My leg was shaking. I was so frustrated, but I couldn't cry. And I remember like getting kicked out of the class because I didn't do my work. I remember like them being like, oh, well, you're suspended for disobeying. I was just like okay with it. Like I just like got up, shrugged my shoulders, took my suspension paper, and I just like left. I got suspended a lot.
I typed out everything that y'all put on that big chart paper. All right, it looks like this. Good job, Becky. So I just fleshed it out a little bit to like put it in the order because remember we had a couple chart papers. All right, and I put down the minutes that y'all said that y'all thought it was gonna take. All right, so we're just gonna polish this up and this will be our final outline that we'll be finished with today and we will have for our conference.
GGE supported me while I was going through my tough time in school. They gave me this pamphlet and told me I could appeal certain suspensions.
She said many Black girls are being criminalized and physically and mentally harmed by beliefs, policies, and actions that degrade and marginalize both their learning and their humanity.
They just gave me a space that allowed me to be positive and speak my mind.
School push-out is when a facility ignores their obligation towards students. More importantly, it is the act of oppressing and subjecting students to an unwanted environment, such as criminalizing, policing, physical and mental harm, racial isolation, teachers, metal detectors, and policies, thus leading to a zero-tolerance school, leading to school push-out.
That was great.
All right, so while we were sitting down here, we came up with the design for the shirt. The shirt is gonna say Sisters in Strength right here. The quote is gonna be, I'm unapologetically Black. And then GGE, the logo goes like this.
This logo.
And then On the back of the shirt is your name.
Can I draw it back?
Yeah, for real, it's not blank though.
She's not like.
That's why I said colors. It's not a
It's gonna be mad weird because she's not black.
I'm unapologetically colored.
That's why I said colors. Everybody identifies black. Are you black?
All right, it's not the quote no more. It's not the quote no more. It's not the quote no more. I'm gonna find a new quote.
Unapologetically colored.
One line.
No,
Unapologetically girl of color.
Each pair is gonna break out into 3 groups and gonna facilitate that. We're gonna collect the people's ideas for solutions to school push out, and then we're gonna come back together for the solution and next step. Sharon, Pishan, and Faria are gonna be the leaders for that activity, and we're basically gonna make a problem tree at the end of it, and that's basically it. That's how close it.
Good job, partner.
GOODJOB. Good job.
You'll be glad I'm on your team because I'm outgoing. No.
You'll be glad I'm on your team because I'm awesome.
You'll be glad I'm on your team because I rarely get nervous in front of people.
You'll be glad Sharon is on your team because she about that shmoney.
You'll be glad to have me on your team because you got the whole package.
Yeah, Charisma. Yeah, Charisma. Yeah.
They basically sent me back 3 loans. Perkins, unsubsidized, and subsidized.
Okay.
They're for like small amounts. The Perkins is for $1,750. The unsubsidized is for $1,000, and then the other one I think is for like $1,125.
Okay.
So that brought it down to $9,000 left.
For you to get funding for?
Yeah.
All right, so it seems like at this point, Susquehanna is offering you the most money.
Yeah.
Do you want to go there? Like, how are you feeling about this process?
I actually like the way that they run their academics there. My major would be political science, and my minor would be women and gender studies.
Okay.
And they bring both of the programs together to make it women in politics.
You're very clear that you're going to Susquehanna, right? So I think at this point, don't focus on any rejections or denials or any of that from any of the other schools. You get to focus on how you're going to supplement this $9,000 before the school year ends. And then even after that, Miasia, you're still going to have to eat. You're going to have to buy books. You're going to have to do a lot, right, in order to just make ends meet. Yeah.
Me and your father on the trailer. I don't know who I was talking to in this picture.
I know.
You don't know. Me and your mother. She looks so funny. For me, freedom is me being able to be myself. Having control over who you are and not letting anyone else control who you are. One time I got upset at school and this teacher said that if I continue to be angry, people would start seeing me as the typical angry Black woman. And I just remember being like, what the hell? Like, no one knows what I'm going through and you guys wanna like label me. When I look at myself, I know who I am.
Did you show the people this picture? I swear to God. I promise you. These are my final days.
I did not show them the picture. I should have.
Hi, welcome everybody. Thanks for coming to our workshop today. I'm Cheyenne. I'm a member of Sisters in Strength at Girls for Gender Equity. Today, our workshop will be on school push-out.
Girls for Gender Equity, also known as GGE, was founded by Joanne Smith. It originated in Brooklyn, New York. It relates.
Tell them if you have ever experienced sexism at school.
It's what?
Sexism.
Ooh.
Go to the groups.
Fast forward.
You say now that I've defined school push-out.
No, we're not saying it's gonna be right. Like names are gonna be blank, right? Are they gonna be blank?
Thank you for participating in our workshop today. If you would like further information about SIS or join SIS, we have applications in front of the room.
Okay. And
Holla, goddamn Lord. All of y'all need to speak to each other politely. Y'all was not being respectful to each other when y'all was speaking. Also, grammatical. When y'all say y'all pronouns, y'all say my gender pronouns is, and that's very improper.
R.
So I think y'all should say R, so y'all could say, so y'all can sound more educated. You need to get the name of where you're working at correct, because apparently you don't know.
Speech anyway, so
It was dry as hell. And that gave me a headache. Not only that, I could have added to because I'm just so tired of this. Like, so tired of it.
it was boring. Like we tried to be so focused and have information straight that we got dead.
Hey, how does it feel?
Good.
Does it?
Yeah, I feel excited and ready. I'm not nervous. Rehearsals today was crap. A lot of crap.
Okay.
So, I didn't like it.
Yeah, you're tight. Yeah. I think you have the right spirit about it. I appreciate you leading the troops.
Yeah, today was just, woof.
Today was a lot. All right, y'all. Thank you. I know you stayed late. All right.
When I think of a movement, I think of Angela Davis. I remember seeing her picture and like reading the headline, and it was about like her going to prison and stuff. She was standing up for herself and what was right.
Every Black girl is engaged in an unspoken discussion, negotiation of her power that is deeply historically rooted.
How do you navigate the world? How do you transform your life such that it's not always about pain and tragedy and struggling through, but what are the joys, what are the ways that Black girls create?
In this moment, we are seeing our girls as being present, as being bold, vibrant, pushy, loud, thoughtful, expressive.
Almost 2 years ago, a small group of us met at a place called Radiance Tea House. At that small gathering, we discussed the challenges girls face, the ways that their concerns and crises are often invisible or dismissed. So we decided that what was needed was more research and more support for those doing the difficult and underappreciated work of supporting Black girls. And we say, welcome. Let 1,000 flowers bloom.
Listen, 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 listen to what our girls are saying to us and follow their lead because they are leaders right now.
Good morning, everyone. It's Saturday morning. I just want to say thank you for coming out and dedicating your day. My name is Cheyenne. I'm currently a second year SIS, which is Sisters in Strength, which is a branch from Girls for Gender Equity. Girls for Gender Equity is committed to the physical, physiological, social, and economic development of girls and women. Through education, organizing, and physical fitness, Girls for Gender Equity encourages communities to remove barriers and create opportunities for girls and women to grow. Our activity was going to be step up, step back, but because of space, we're going to do stand up, sit down. Okay? And if you are not able to stand, you can just put your hand up.
Step up if you've ever been suspended or expelled from your school.
Step up if you have ever experienced sexism at school. Step up if you have ever experienced racism at your school.
Yeah.
Racism.
Should we do this?
Our campaign is focused around school push-out. So we would like to share a video that we made last year. And we hope that you guys enjoy it.
Currently, the school I am in, I've been suspended 3 times. And since the first time I've been suspended, my grades has dropped. And I was near honors before, and now I'm like failing. So it's just since those weeks that I'm suspended, I just get behind. It's just like, I'm lost. This one teacher, She told me that I walk around like I'm better than everyone and like I don't care about anything. And I was just like, you don't know me.
In my school, right, we have to go through metal detectors to come to high school. And I had my hair wrapped, and I went through the machine, and like, it went off because the metal and the hairpins. And he was like, oh, you gotta take it off. But I was like, why? I take my hairpins out, I don't wear my hair, like, and I refused to take it out. And then they called my house, and I got in trouble.
The talking, getting suspended for talking, like quote unquote talking back to a dean, that's exactly what happened to me my senior year of high school.
Some of the teachers, they show a lot of favoritism between students, and I'm trying to like fight for a place. Like I wanted to be in honors classes for my next year, and I emailed someone, they didn't email back, but they could contact someone else, and they weren't black, and I thought it was like not fair, so.
So she said, where was your pass? And I was like, I didn't have one. She said, you need to go get one. And like, I wasn't giving her attitude, but she said, you need to fix your attitude for an African-American girl. And I was like, for an African-American girl, I should stay how I feel.
We are not looked at as people that need to be like helped. We're looked at as people that need to be punished.
I think there is this whole need for like black girls to change who they are in order to like be treated as human beings, really. Yeah. And it's like, I remember in high school, I felt very pressured to like change. Like, I would get picked on all the times, and I felt like I couldn't speak up because, you know, speaking up leads to like being suspended, and that really wasn't fair, and it made me feel so low as a person. And someone said something about like the way black girls have to act in the video, and that really stood out to me.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're moving on to our small group discussions, and you will be given time to reflect from your previous activity to give solutions on school pushout and who is experiencing it, and how did your outlook change afterwards from the beginning?
Before I started GGE, like, you couldn't ask me to open up and tell you anything about me. Then, like, I realized it makes sense for me to open up and share my story because my story might impact somebody else. GGE is a place where I found my voice.
Thank you guys for coming.
A whole lot of love for black girls has been expressed in this space over the last 2.5 days, and it's so important to us that we end letting you hear from these girls. So I'm gonna make it as easy as possible for you to hear from them by moving them right onto the stage right now. We have Miasia Clark, all the way from Brooklyn, New York. Miasia is representing Girls for Gender Equity.
I want to give some space for you, Miasia, to tell your story and how you became an activist. What happened?
My father's been in the criminal justice system since before I was born. Specifically in 11th grade, he went to the parole board and he got sentenced to 2 more years. And it was like a really difficult time for me because like I didn't know who to turn to, like who can I give this anger and like this stressful situation to. For my whole 11th grade year, I was only in school for maybe 100 days. The other days I was suspended. Being suspended for a teacher disrespecting me and telling me I'm loud, I'm rude, I'm aggressive, I'm the typical angry black woman, and me getting suspended because I'm telling her her comments is wrong and I feel disrespected. So like when teachers would say something to me, if it was on a wrong day and I just woke up not feeling it, my response was either kiss my behind or did somebody piss in your coffee this morning? Like it was things like that that caused me to wake up and realize like I am being pushed out of school. When I finished off my 11th grade year, I was told that I wasn't going to be a senior. So I like stood up and there was like a whole big conversation between me and my principal and I told him, I don't feel like it's right. So now I'm a senior and I'm choosing between 2 colleges right now. So when I make that difficult decision, I'll decide which campus I'll be on and which campus I will be turning upside down.
Hey now. Yes. So one time for this amazing group of panelists. Yeah, you know you want to stand up one more time for them. You know you want to stand up one more time for them. You really want to show them your love. You want to applaud.
away from it, away from it, away from it.
Oh, is it? Ouch, ouch. I'm like, shh. Are you gonna smile? You gotta smile.
I am smiling. This is a smile.
I need you to be like, oh, you gotta.
You don't like that smile? What smile you want?
I want like.
That's so sad.
Oh, okay, that's perfect.
So sad.
Power to me means opportunity. With power comes a sense of responsibility. Once you get power, it's like you now have like this thing that you hold over everyone else. But for me, I like to share my power. I know that I have this knowledge that like someone else might not have, and I'm giving them this knowledge.
I could be outside by myself right now. I'm talking to myself.
No, you cannot go outside by yourself. You dragged it.
I'm 10.
Stop lying to people about your age. How old are you?
9 and a half.
There we go.
What? You can't go and you don't go to camp, you don't cry. Huh? Come here. You gotta stop crying, alright?
Call me.
Alright, y'all, come on. You know
Congratulations, my baby.
Raven left here?
Yeah, Raven left Monday. Where you going?
Susquehanna University in Pennsylvania.
I packed my whole life.
I did pack my whole life.